everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So this is the first page that I'm creating for April 2021 for Mini Kit Monday. And you saw my kit last week, and I mentioned that I was going to have some flowers. I think I did anyway. I had to redo that video so many times, I don't remember if I said, but these are some tulips that I actually planted in the fall of 2020. And I haven't had tulips in my garden for 25 plus years, I would say. And I keep thinking, I'm going to plant some, I'm going to plant some. And I never did. I never did. So finally, I was over at Aldi's one day and they had one bag of daffodils that looked very sad. And I thought, oh, this is perfect. I'll go ahead and grab these. I probably bought them in August or September. But I went ahead and got those. And then a couple weeks later, and there weren't very many in there. So I thought, well, let me go over to, Home Depot and see what they had. So I ended up buying what little bit of tulips that they had left. And I think there were 40 in a bag. And then there were like 15 daffodils. And the daffodils always bloom earlier than tulips. And I really wasn't sure, what color they were. I just planted them in the ground. And the next week, whenever I do the page, you'll see how there is a multicolor, uh, selection of where I planted them because I had no idea. They were all in a mixed bag, which is kind of the surprise and the fun of gardening. Like, oh, what was that I planted? And we had such a horrible winter in February. Live in Texas, and I know you guys heard it was bad. It was really bad. And I wasn't sure if anything was going to survive from my flower bed. In fact, some of the flowers look very, very sad. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to dig up some of them. But when the ice was melting, I saw the daffodils coming up, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. So I was so, so happy. But of course, I have my tulips here. So I like the way that I did the pictures, to be honest with you. So I did individual bulbs. And I did this, my favorite one I made into a 4x6, and the rest of them are 3x4. And I wanted, of course, to focus on the bigger one. And I first should tell you who I am being inspired by on this layout. I am being inspired by Shannon. Now, Shannon is one that she likes to use pattern papers, and she likes to put all the things on it. And that is not me. I have to like stretch myself to do that. I've done it before when I think about her and like, what would Shannon do? Well, every time I turned around with this page, I certainly thought, what would Shannon do? Now, I wanted to mention, so I mentioned that those were vellum, and of course you can't see it very well, when you put it on, color cardstock behind it. So I found my little Xyron. Let's see, it is called, let's just call Xyron. It's, this kind is disposable. I had one that was not disposable. And you know what? I use it so little. I'm okay if it is disposable. I'm sure that's not very environmentally savvy to say, but I don't really need the kind that I have to refill. I used to use it all the time. Mine was orange. I'm sure yours was too. And I've had it, oh my gosh, probably since 1988. So yeah, and I kept doing the refills, but then I kind of got out of the habit of using it. And the reason why I did that is the vellum shows a lot of the adhesive, and I didn't like that. So I knew with the Xyron, it doesn't do that. So that's the reason why I chose to do it that way. So now you see me, I keep kind of playing around with the different pieces that I have. Shannon usually has some sort of a banner on her page, so I put one down here at the bottom. And it was a frame that I had from Pink Paisley. And I just trimmed it up and made a fishtail and put it here at the bottom. Kind of made it a shelf to put things on top of, to lay on top of. And I'm actually going to put the year on there too. Yeah, everything here is going together so smoothly. I'm thinking, yeah, I would do this normally. And I'll tell you where the point is where I'm like, okay, I really need to think now, what exactly would Shannon do? Because it's coming up. I am not one to, like I said, I don't put a lot of things on my pages usually. Um, and yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a minimalistic scrapper, but the thing is we've got so much stuff. It needs to be put on the pages. So yeah, let's do this. So on that yellow vellum where it says sunshine on my mind, I thought I was going to layer it, but I end up wanting to put those butterflies, which is already a chipboard. And so I take the layers off of the that vellum so it would lay flat so I could put the butterflies on top of that. And I'm trying to use up these little stickers, epoxy stickers. These are hearts and they're teeny tiny black. And I did mention that you need to have a little bit of black with all of the colors. So even though the word hello at the bottom, yes, that's black, but it doesn't read very black because it's script, it just looks like there's some down there. And I think, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm having spatial issues, I guess. Spring will not fit there, and that's going to be on this page. Yeah, I got these puffy stickers. They're alphas. They're from Pink Fresh, and I had already used the 2 and the 1, and I needed. I thought, well, do I have another pack of these? Because I got a lot of Pink Fresh, um, alphas, and sure enough, I did. And so I pulled out the 2 and the 1 and the little apostrophe and put it on there on that banner. Okay, so now this is about me. I'm right here. I am good. I can handle this. Now I'm needing to get Shannon in my brain. So I thought, well, okay, let me just go through the things that I have. And I didn't even see these before. These beautiful little flowers. They're just like outlines of flowers of gold foil in the little insert. And for a moment, I thought that I could just put them on top of a flower and put them on my page, but I really don't like it. And I'm kind of playing around with some different die cuts or punches that I had. And, it just wasn't working for me. I do end up using one little one, but yeah, it's okay. I don't know if Shannon would have done that. She probably would have used dies. I keep trying. I'm keep trying. Yep, I'm done. I'll go back to the original where I don't have any paper underneath it. And this is where the only place where I'm going to put a sprig. And it's just one little sprig. I'm trying so hard. But I'm going to put something else up there and that will help fill in that space. So just glue this down and then go through the stuff that I have, including this flare. I want to use the flare. So the one up at the top, the life is beautiful. I do leave that there. And I thought, oh, there's got to be something else. So considering the winter that we had, I love the word better spring. It has to be better than the winter that we had. And I heard somebody say, this year, 2021, Poxitani Phil, the groundhog, said it was going to be winter 6 more weeks, but we didn't know that all of that winter was going to happen in 1 week. We thought I don't know if we would want it spread out or not, but we certainly didn't like it for the full week. But the spring is going to be better. It already is better. So I get the bird. I would never have thought to do that. And also the arrow, I'm adding more things. And I know this is what Shannon would do. She would do all of this. And then the little chipboard down at the bottom with the little bird. Yep, she would do that too. And then I add another little square. It says, I believe in good things coming. Oh, yes, I certainly do. Yeah, and then the little flare that I put down here on top of that's the one with the flowers. And I find that it is best to use those glue dots to add the flare. I add 3 or 4 little glue dots on it, and they stay pretty well. I do add a, um, oh, what is that called? A brad. It says Fab on it. And I know Shannon would do that as well. And you know what? I didn't add any sequins, which would definitely be something I would do. But remember, I was trying to get Shannon in my brain. So what's the last thing Shannon does? She does sprinkly bits. I don't have a pizza box to put my stuff in. I put it on my table. And because I know I'm using the Shimmers products, it comes up pretty good. I can't say that for the Heidi Swap, but the uh, this comes up. I think because it's water based. The other is like oil based. Yeah, it's much better. And then it's called mustard seed is the color that I use. And this is it. I do have a close up at the end, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.